What's up guys, JD with a video today, and today we're doing an updated PlayStation 4 collection video, and this is going to be a massive video of all these games throughout 14, 15, 16, 17, and now 18, and next year's 19 looks very good as well, especially with January's Kingdom Hearts 3. Obviously your boy needs to get that game, but yeah, so this collection video is pretty much going to be detailed about which games I like, which ones I don't really like, which ones I probably sell. Like, it's going to be like a pretty detailed video, so definitely get some popcorn. It's going to be a long video. Not you don't need popcorn, but who eats popcorn at 7 in the morning? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to start out with the first game, and this is not in any particular order, remember that. First game we have is Zero Time Dilemma, and I had not played this yet, so I cannot say anything too much about it. But a lot of my friends tell me to play the Zero Escape games. I actually have the collection in here. Like I said, it's not in a particular order, but that's the first game. Up next we have the Wolfenstein 2 Collector's Edition. Nice steelbook. I've been wanting to play this for the longest time. I love the first game. First game's amazing. I never got around to playing it in a while, so I'll be playing that before I play this again. This game looks excellent. This villain right here, she looks crazy. Works well, but yeah, definitely need to play that one. Got that very cheap for 20-something bucks at GameStop for the collector's edition, so I had to pick it up. Up next is the World of Final Fantasy. As you can see, this is very let's get rid of that. Yeah, I have another case for it, so sucks like it does that, but this game right here, this is the day one edition, I guess you could say. The art book, I'll show you the art book real quick. That's not the art book. That's the art book, like this kind of stuff. I mean, it's kind of copied the Kingdom Hearts formula. I see a lot of Square games do this, which is awesome. I particularly did not like this game, to be honest, too much. I thought it was a little repetitive. But let me know in the comment section below how good this is, because I will give this a chance again. Not sure. I just couldn't get into it for some reason. Up next is a game I've been dying to play for the longest time, and it's Yakuza 0. The Yakuza series, I've actually played a little bit of it to see how it was, and I really cannot wait to play it. Reminds me of like a GTA Sleeping Dog. Well, it's like Sleeping Dogs, but more combat, arcade focused, and the game's not in English, so you have to take your time with that. And with that, we also have Yakuza Kiwami, and apparently this is rumored to be free next month, so make sure you check that out. Problem is, you need to play 0 before Kiwami, which is 1, and since this has a special edition, I will show you the steelbook. So yeah, that's pretty much it with that one. Up next we have Shenmue 1 and 2 double pack for the PS4, obviously, and I didn't grow up with these games, but a lot of people like them. I haven't really played more than an hour of it to see how it was, like just give it a test out and see how it was. It was alright. I think it's just because I didn't grow up with it, so it's not going to be something I'm going to really particularly play too much, but here's a game I want to play soon, and probably one of the next 10. I'm going to make a video, guys, a top 10 PS4, which game should I play next video. So I just beat Shadow the Tomb Raider, and I just beat Spider-Man, so let me know. I'm going to do a poll with that, so definitely going to get to that in the next video. Next is Detroit Become Human. This game, I did about 2 chapters. I really enjoyed it. It had a very good start to it. It seemed like it's got good characters. It seems like your Heavy Rain Beyond Two Souls kind of game, and I definitely want to play this. This will definitely be one of my next games to play. Up next we have the Shadow of the Colossus. This is another game I want to play. I have not played this one yet, and it's because of all the other games I have. This is an excellent game, I heard from some certain people, so yes, I need to play that. Here is Star Wars Battlefront 1, the Ultimate Edition, and I pretty much have this for the challenge map stuff and the VR mission, which I have not played the VR mission yet, which is crazy. And this is, to be honest, the first VR game in the collection. And yes, we have PlayStation VR. We actually have 2 of them. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Did not put a lot of time into this one, and it has a campaign. Again, I'm not really into the online games like I used to be, but I do really want to play this story, and I do want to play it online. Up next we have another game, Titanfall 2, and this is another online game that I should have played more. I played the first one a lot on the Xbox One. Grab some more games here. Remember, no order. So far, the reason why I could not talk about too many of these is I haven't played a lot of these, and it's a shame. Next we have the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Deluxe Edition. The Steelbook is just like that, and that. This is one of the most disappointing games I've ever played in a fighting game series. I did not like this game for some reason. I have the DLC, have not played it in a while, so I don't know if it's changed, but I just don't think it lives up to the hype of 3 and 2, especially 2. But it's just me probably. Well, the critics didn't like it either, but I know a lot of people didn't like that game. Next we have Dying Light, The Following Enhanced. Again, I haven't really played this game. It's not really something I'm looking forward to playing either. I shouldn't really have in my collection some of these games, but when you see some of these upcoming games that I have beaten, and I'll definitely make up for all these other ones. Dirt Rally, this is a really, I don't know, it's like a mediocre racing game, because it's just too sim for me. I mean, it's not mediocre to everyone else, but the reason why I still have it is because it's amazing in VR. This is one of the most immersive VR games you can play in racing form, and I highly recommend this game. I will probably do a review one day of this bad boy right here. Up next we have Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, and the Steelbook. Sorry, not the Steelbook. The art book is this, and that. Pretty much stuff like that. Again, haven't played this game because I haven't played the Yakuza games. Another game I gotta get to. It seems like a lot of these games are ones I haven't played yet. Wow. Oh, we can actually change that. Wipeout the Omega Collection. 3 or 2 games. 2 Wipeout games, I think, or 3. I don't know. But this game is definitely a must-have if you have the PlayStation VR. This had an update, I think, 6 months ago to a year ago, I don't know, but the VR is intense, it's immersive, it's so good. This is the best racing game you can play in VR. I think it's better than Dirt, but they're 2 different games, but this game without the VR is still an excellent game, so definitely pick that one up. I definitely put more than 10 hours into that game. Next is a game that actually, the first game of this pile that I have beaten, wow, and that is a massive Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is the complete edition, and I have not played the DLC yet, but I did beat the main story, and it was excellent. The story is so good. I love the choice making. I'm big into RPG games, but this is one of the games where I can say this is like one of the best RPG games of all time. The story, like I said, is great. The characters, the choice making, the mission structure, the variety and level design. It is such a good game. This is easily my top 5 favorite games on the PS4 of all time, and I will be making an updated top 10 also, or top 20 PS4 collection video of my favorite games, as long as with the which game I should play next. But yeah, this is a different video, but on topic here. But this is an excellent game. Buy this game. I will definitely tell you right now, when the next time I play this and play the DLC, I'm going for the platinum. Here's another game I've beaten, and this is the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and this is the Day 1 Steelbook, and this is pretty hard to come by, I would say, these days. Like I said, it's just a book. The disc's not in here right now. I actually need to find the disc. It's one game in this collection, I don't know where it's at, but it could be in our other PS4. I mean, Nicole likes to play Tomb Raider, but this right here is an excellent game, and I just beat Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so I have all 3 of them. I have Rise of the Tomb Raider as well, all in the steelbook form, or book form, and this one right here is definitely the weakest of the 3, but it's also not a bad game to be honest at all. It's a great game, but I think Rise is better, and I think Shadow is better, but I still think this is an excellent game, and I've beaten this game. But going for the platinum right now will be kind of hard because of this online community is probably not alive as much. But I definitely will go back to this game eventually and play it just for fun. Ooh, this next game, guys. Persona 5 limited edition. I wish I actually got the collector's edition at this point. There's the front, there's the back. What can I say about Persona 5? Phenomenal. Buy this game. This right here could easily be my top 3 favorite PS4 games I have. It might be top 5. This and Witcher are very close. This has the best story in gaming I've ever seen in a long time. I love the characters. I love the side activities. I love the level design. I don't want to spoil this game, but pick this up, okay? And I'm not usually a person that likes taking turns kind of games, like like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. But this game got me into it, and pick this up. This is easily one of the best games you can play, and I'm gonna stream this whenever you can stream this. Eventually, when you're allowed, because you can't stream this for some reason. But I will be going for the platinum for this next playthrough, and I'll definitely upload the platinum video of getting this. This is phenomenal. Get this. Next game is Ratchet and Clank, and this isn't so phenomenal in my opinion. It's a great game. I beat it when it first came out. It's just, I feel like the other Ratchet and Clank games are better, but this is still a great entry. I wouldn't say it's one of the better exclusives out there, but it's still good. Next we have Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. I love Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2. This is a this is a expansion to 2, or there's other ways you can put this one, but I had not played this yet, and I need to play it. Another VR game here, Eagle Flight VR, and I'm surprised this game's not rare, guys. I'm really surprised, but this is a very underrated VR game. It's very immersive. It reminds me of the ride Soarin' from Disney World, if that makes any sense. It's very good. Highly recommend to check this game out. It's like $10 on eBay or anywhere else. Devil May Cry Definitive Edition, and boy oh boy, I love this game from the 360 and the PS3. I got the Definitive Edition. It's very, very similar, but better graphics, all the DLC. Definitely pick this version up if you want this version or the other one. I got far on the 360, did not beat it because of more than the online games back then, but definitely check this one out. I did get the Devil May Cry collection, but I could not stand the visuals. Maybe if they somehow fix that game's control, I mean, it's an older game, I can't do anything about that. I definitely want the new Devil May Cry though, that's coming out, the 5th one, in March, I think it is. Yooka-Laylee, Nicole really likes this game. Reminds her of Banjo-Kazooie in a light form, I guess you could say. Not too much I can say about that one for me. Here is a game I can say could be my first platinum of this whole list that's physical, disc-wise, and that is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Just open the book up so you can see it. This is a phenomenal game. This is one of the best games on the console in my opinion, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider in my opinion rivals this, and it's pretty crazy how I say that, but this platinum right here took me 30 hours. I don't know how many hours it took, but it took a while. The hardest thing about this game is definitely the survivor mode, which is really not hard, but where this game's challenge really comes from is the challenge maps, the time trial stuff. There is a thing where you have to do time trial for the whole game, every level. The other's miscellaneous collectible stuff, that's a pain too, but this game's platinum is pretty hard to obtain due to the fact that the challenge map stuff is very demanding. Not Arkham City or Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum demanding, but demanding. I would say the platinum's pretty difficult, but I think it's like 0.6 to have it, but nonetheless, this is an awesome game. I played it over and over again. I played it recently before Shadow of the Tomb Raider came out. This is an excellent game. Everyone should have this game in their collection. Here's a game I do not recommend, and I don't know why I still have this, and this is Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's sealed. I played it on, I had it a long time ago I played it, but this was a $2 game at Toys R Us. I mean, I'm probably going to end up selling that one whenever it gets some sort of money for it. Up next is a game, 3 games, that I've actually platinumed all 3 of them. And this is the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, and I'm a huge Uncharted fan, just like Tomb Raider. I still think Tomb Raider has better things than Uncharted, and I think Uncharted has better things than Tomb Raider. And I'll make a video eventually about those differences, but right now, these 3 games, my favorite would be actually be Uncharted 3, and then Uncharted 2, then Uncharted 1. I think the 3rd one has the best level design. I think it's got a great story. I like the villain. I also like 2's villain, but I think 3, in my opinion, has the better level design. But 2 is very close. 1, it's good for a start, but I like 3 and 2 the most. I do play the Uncharted games seasonally or yearly. I do love these games, and I beat them many times. I platinumed this whole collection. Not too hard. I would say Rise of the Tomb Raider is harder than all this, just because of the challenge map stuff. But if you're going for the 100% on this one's definitely harder, because you got the speed run of all 3 games. You got the miscellaneous stuff. You got the brutal. I mean, there's so much stuff going on with this game. I could be crushing. It's one or the other, but definitely a phenomenal collection. I love the characters. I think the characters in this game are better than Tomb Raider. That's definite. And with that, we have Uncharted 4, and I have not played this more than once. I need to go back to this and play this again. This is an excellent story, excellent puzzles. These are harder puzzles in my opinion. I have the Lost Legacy somewhere in there, so that's in there too. Huge Uncharted fan, like I said. I will eventually go for that platinum, definitely. And guys, I will be going for all these platinums eventually, but the ones I say I'm going for, meaning pretty soon. Okay, we have Until Dawn: The Rush of Blood, and this is a pretty decent VR game. Reminds me of a Haunted Mansion roller coaster ride in Disney World. We have Until Dawn. This is a game I would like to play on Halloween this year if I'm not playing Red Dead by then, because I'm probably going to be still playing that. And I am so excited for Red Dead 2, guys. But this right here is a great game. Did not platinum it though. Only beat it once. Valkyrie, a pretty decent VR game. They did a lot more work to it, and it's pretty cheap right now. Definitely check that one out if you need some VR games. Skylanders Imaginators. I have a lot of the Skylander stuff when it closed at Toys R Us. Don't play that though. But it's not a bad game because they've crashed and stuff with it. But I remember paying $110 a long time ago for the Crash bundle. That's how much of a Crash fan I am, and it wasn't worth it. But we have the Crash trilogy anyways in this collection, so we're good. Burnout Paradise Remastered, as you see, is a used sticker there. One of the very few used games in my collection. It's funny story is I sold this, did not realize I sold it when there was a trade-in deal, and I rebought it with my points, so it didn't cost me anything, but I was so tired that day. But this game is definitely a game I actually platinumed, and it was very easy, but this is an excellent throwback. Love Burnout Paradise. I wish they would do the Revenge and Takedown remasters, day one purchase, but this is definitely my 3rd favorite Burnout out of 3, and it's still a solid game. Got some more games here. We got Monster Hunter World. Got the PS4 Pro as well. I haven't really played this one yet. Nicole has. She likes that one a lot. We got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. I like how this game was $80 or something at day one. I mean, yes, it was 2 games, but what a ripoff. I don't want to throw the game or anything, but I don't recommend that. I mean, Modern Warfare is a classic game, but don't pay $80 for that. I mean, you can get it for like 20 now, it's worth it probably, but I'm not really a Call of Duty fan. Nicole is excited for Black Ops 4, but there's no campaign. We're kind of upset about that, but we'll play the online zombies together and stuff like that. Last of Us Remastered. This is one of those recent games I've beaten. I actually didn't platinum this, but I'm very close. I did the hardest thing in the game so far, and it's Grounded Plus. This was a nightmare to beat. There are so many difficult sections in this game. It's so bad, but it's such a great game. The only stuff I'm missing right now is the online stuff and the I was Left Behind. I didn't play that yet, so I'll be definitely playing this towards 2's release. I do not want to go for that platinum, to be honest, because the online is very annoying. Battlefield 1. I don't really play this one. It's all the DLC. Probably will pick up the new one if it gets a good price drop on Black Friday. Darksiders Definitive Edition. It's cheesy. I haven't really played that one, to be honest, but it was a remaster of the 2011 game, I think it is. Mafia 3 Deluxe Edition. I love Mafia 3. May have repetitive side missions, may have some issues with the bugs on day one. I haven't played this since day one, and I was on Xbox, but I figured I'd get the PS4 version because it was on sale with all the DLC. This game has some great story missions, an amazing story. Definitely check this out. It's very cheap now. I'm sure it was free, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this game was free, but this is all the DLC. Definitely check that out. Oh, there's a good one. Marvel's Spider-Man. Very, very easy platinum, but that doesn't matter. That's how we buy games, especially me. But this game is an dropped it. It's an excellent game. And speaking of Spider-Man, I actually have the PS4 system. I'm just gonna show you the controller real quick. I think the system is very well done, but the controller could be a little more to it. Like I said, it looks like a Nike Dunk shoe. It's funny, but this right here is an excellent game. This reminds me of a very close resemblance to Arkham City. The only difference between this and City is a little harder. The challenge map stuff is a lot better, and I would say City also has better side missions. But this is nonetheless an amazing game. I thought the story was very, very top notch. I thought the mission variety was great. This is the best Spider-Man game you'll ever get. And I mean, it's obvious. It's got like an 88 on Metacritic or something, 87. Check this game out. It's, like I said, I platinumed it, very easy platinum. But I will play this over and over again, just like I play the Arkham games. Challenge map stuff. I'll go into a video what I think the difference between Arkham and Spider-Man's differences are, but they're pretty staggering differences when it comes to combat. But they're good. They're both good in their own way. Next is Mortal Kombat XL, and I really love this game. I hope Mortal Kombat 11 comes out and fixes the problem of forgetting some really big names in this game. And sorry if my camera keeps going in and out. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But yeah. Alright, so this is Mortal Kombat XL, and one of the best fighting games you can play. Highly recommend this one. Very hard to platinum that, but I got some hard trophies on that. And I'm not really into fighting games except that and one other game in this collection. lmao Complete Edition. This actually isn't the Complete Edition because that's not in America. That's just the regular version, but I have all the DLC, so I call it that. This is an excellent game. This rivals Bloodborne and Souls, in my opinion. It's very tough. The easiest of the three because it holds your hand and gives you certain upgrades. Then again, I didn't really play New Game Plus, so I can't say much. I will definitely go for that platinum eventually. Little Nightmares, the Complete Edition. I haven't really played this one. Nicole likes this one. She reminds her of the Nightmare Before Christmas movie she really likes. But we have a DLC, and that's cool. Little Big Planet 3, again, we have a lot of DLC for this as well. This is something she would play. We have a lot more here. We have Doom, and I haven't really played too much of Doom. I did have the VR one. I did sell it because I needed some money for my Spider-Man system, and I didn't really like Doom VR, but then again, I didn't have enough room. Now I do. Here's another VR game. Speaking of, well, that wasn't a VR. This one is Drive Club VR. This one is a very launch title kind of VR game, and you can tell it is. It's still a great game. Sniper Elite 4. I think it's a lot better than the other ones, but I don't think this game holds my attention like other games I have. My friend Dan really likes that one, but I really don't. We have XCOM. This actually is just a case because the game was free, and I actually sold the disc because I couldn't find the case at first. We have Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim VR, and this is just this is a behemoth of a game to people. Everyone talks about this game. I personally don't like Skyrim because there's no story to it, in my opinion. I think it's very boring, but the VR makes this game fun. Just my opinion. I mean, there are some good missions in Skyrim, but this one right here makes it a lot more immersive, obviously. We have Overwatch. It's one of the only online-only games I have, besides Battlefront, I think. Overwatch is a great game. There's a Halloween thing going on right now, so I'll definitely check that out. Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, there it is, said about earlier. Definitely pick up the Uncharted games, like I said. Did not platinum that one, but I did beat it. Great game, great expansion, great length. Farpoint, easily top 3 VR games in this collection video. Love this game. I have the gun that comes with it, the light gun, I think that's what you call it thing. The PS Move gun. It was definitely a great purchase. Need to go back to this one though. Not played it since probably the game came out, but it's great though. Here is a VR game that is becoming a little uncommon to find, and probably due to the fact that it got a 90 on Metacritic, and it's physical. So, physical VR game with a 90 on Metacritic. You're not gonna beat that. So, got this, just unboxed it. I have not played it yet, but I hear so many great things about it. It's kind of like the Playrooms VR, but more bigger. Last Guardian, a game that's been in development for so long. I have not played it since I tried it out back in 2017, but it's definitely something I want to play. But the game has a lot of bugs to it. Here's a game I just unboxed as well, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is the Gold Edition. I need to play this ASAP. Nicole really wants me to watch me play this one. I have not installed it either. I'm too busy playing Tomb Raider. But I hear so many great things about it. I heard it's like more like Black Flag than Oranges this time, but it's like both. Watch Dogs 2 Gold Edition. Funny story, I did not like Watch Dogs 2 when it first came out. That was repetitive, but it was also like 900 degrees in my room. It felt like not that hot, but a lot of my friends know when it gets hot, I can't play a story game, can't concentrate. This is one of them. I need to go back to it. Got all the DLC, cheaper on eBay. And here is the follow-up to the first game in my collection. This is the Not an Area Zero Escape collection. I need to play this very soon as well. Here's a game that's pretty decent, Prey. And it sounds like the disc's loose in there, so let's fix that real quick. Prey's a pretty decent game. I couldn't get too much into it though. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of First Sin. This is the only Souls game I've not played yet. And I haven't beaten the first one, but I did try it out. South Park, The Fractured Butthole, that name, Gold Edition, and the steelbook is pretty much Eric Cartman on the front, and this on the back, and Stereo it says, Styrian, sorry. Huge South Park fan, got very into it in the recent months, and I was playing Stick of Truth. Need to go back to that because a lot of newer games came out, but this is definitely something. Nicole played a lot of this, got really far into it, but then I think, what do you call it, some Switch game came out, so yeah. Let me tell you now, when Animal Crossing comes out, she's not going to know what a PlayStation is. No, I'm just kidding, but this definitely is a game that I recommend. BioShock collection. I've beaten BioShock Infinite on 360 on the first day it came out. I love that game. This has all the DLC with it, but also BioShock 1 and 2 in the DLC. I need to play this. We have one of the best VR games in the collection, Moss VR. I did try this one out actually. I think this is a great storybook kind of VR type of game. Here is easily number one in my collection for VR. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition. I actually went on my way and sold the regular edition just to get the complete edition because the VR is on the DLCs, I hear. This is one scary freaking game. This scared the crap out of me. It's very immersive. I wouldn't even go back to playing it regularly. Here is one of the hardest platinums I have in my collection. Oops, sorry. And one of my favorite fighting games of all time. It's Injustice 2. The Cat Call trophy was a nightmare to obtain. I got it very late. I got the 100% actually on this game. The DLC is phenomenal. The game's roster is great. Everything is great about this game. They do so much to this game with the holidays and stuff. I actually feel like playing this again today actually. I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not no like tournament person like on YouTube for this game, like, you know, some crazy good guy at this game, like, you know, that's OP at it, but I definitely am pretty decent at it. Oh, speaking of favorite games, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 Remix. Dude, I platinumed these games right when they came out. I have beaten these games on many occasions over and over again. I sped run the first game about 6 times already. I've sped run the second game once. I have, like I said, platinum all of them. Hardest being Birth by Sleep, a nightmare to platinum. And I did all the trophies on critical and proud mode. So on Birth by Sleep, I did everything on critical, which was insane. The unknown is a nightmare. It's like makes Souls look easy in my opinion with that. But Kingdom Hearts, is my favorite series of all time, and I cannot wait for 3. Like I said, if I can get 500 subscribers by January 20th, I will stream the whole series for 24 hours straight. No, the whole third one for 24 hours straight. And probably the whole collection leading up to that week, I will do a marathon with that as well. And with that, we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. The big attraction to this would be Dream Drop Distance Remastered, and I love that game, got the platinum on it. The other attraction would be 0.2 Fragments of what is it called? Wow, I should know what this is called. Oh, Breath by Sleep 0.2 Fragmentary Passage, close enough, but excellent game, makes you really want 3. Beat that one, but there's no platinum, so I'm not going to say platinum that one. LA Noire Remastered, this is one of the most underrated Rockstar games of all time. Great story, not the greatest ending, but love this game, love the cases, love the suspense to this, the mystery, has all the DLC. It's just a perfect package to pick up. And it was like $20 last week at GameStop, I think, or Best Buy, or one of them. I've had it since launch, though. I definitely did play the remaster. I beat on 360, though. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, and I like this game, but it's like Spider-Man came out at the same time when I was about to play it. This came out way before Spider-Man, but I finally got to it. The combat's great, the music's great. It feels like Kingdom Hearts a lot, but a very light version. I need to go back to this one. Don't know when, but I need to. Here's a game I want to play way before that, though, and this is one of the games I probably will play very soon. Danganronpa V3. Boy, oh boy, I need to play this game. I love the first 2. They're in this collection somewhere. I hear nothing but great things about it, and it's pretty tough to find that one. Batman: The Arkham Collection. You know me, especially with the challenge maps. Like I said in Spider-Man, this is my go-to game for challenge maps. I can play the stories over and over again. 2 great games, all the DLC, all the challenge maps. Not the best remaster in the world, but I definitely don't care about the graphics when it comes to this, because it's not an ugly game. It's not an Ezio collection, but it's also not no Last of Us Remastered. But it's an excellent game. Great to have on PS4. I platinumed both of them, and I actually am going for the 100% on City after almost a year of not playing. I played it like 3 months ago, but I'm actually going to start playing that more. The challenge map stuff since Spider-Man got me back into that. Like I said, I'll make a video on the comparison of those 2. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Steelbook, not the most creative Steelbook, but I get what's going on with the Steelbook now. Wow. Just beat this one. Took me about 15 hours. I don't know, maybe a little less. This is a hell of a good game. Great game. I don't know what people are saying. This is a 78 on Metacritic. I don't see any flaws besides the various bugs I've encountered, but that's not what I'm seeing the problem is. I'm seeing the problem is it's got too much stealth and not too much running and gunning, too much puzzles. I mean, if you want a solid Tomb Raider game that's paying homage to the old Tomb Raider games, pick this one up. There are puzzles that are difficult. There are some crazy sections in the game. There are some twists and turns to the story. There are some issues towards the latter half of the game, but it's not going to bring this game down. And I have the complete edition, as you can see, the Croft edition. Got all the DLC, not out yet, but I'm going to go for the platinum eventually. Dark Souls 1 Remastered. This is a tough game. I have not played this in a while. Just wanted to test it out, see how the remaster was. I will play that eventually. Middle-earth Shadow of War. I have the complete edition of this one, all the DLC. I got this at GameStop for $10 on sale with all the DLC. And now there's a definitive edition for $60, so I got a great deal. I liked Shadow of Mordor. It reminds me of the Arkham games, but I thought I had a lot of repetition to it, but I will go back to that before I play War again. Bloodborne. I have all the DLC for this. Platinumed it. Love this game. Very tough. I think this is the best one of Souls and Nioh series. This is an excellent game. Pick this one up. This was free. I still will not sell it even if it was free. It's that good of a game. I love Bloodborne. It's one of my favorite games of all time on the PS4. Assassin's Creed Origins is the gold edition, and since it's a steelbook, might as well show you. Bam. And bam. I can't wait to play this one. Actually, wait, that's Odyssey. I've beaten this on Xbox One, sorry. Loved it. Great game. The reason why I'm getting Odyssey, got Odyssey obviously, but I have not played this on PS4 yet, but I did beat this on Xbox One. I definitely sold that version to get the complete edition on PS4 because it was on sale on eBay. Again, you know I'm a PS4 person anyways. Oh, this game, Arkham Knight, this is the Steelbook edition with the limited edition pistachio. One of the hardest 100% I've ever seen in any game. I'm not talking about these crazy indie games, I'm talking about these online sports games. This right here for action games is probably the hardest 100%. Platinum isn't too hard, it's just tedious. Some hard stuff in it, but the 100% is brutal. The community challenge pack took me it didn't take me a long time to get. It took me like a couple days, but oh my goodness, it was impossible for me to do that killer proc thing at first, or the waves, not taking damage, follows free flow with Nightwing and stuff, or it was Catwoman. This isn't the best Arkham game in the series. Mine's the tanks. It has the best challenge room stuff you can ask for. It has the most complete version of this, of all the DLC as well. But the tank stuff, it feels like Twisted Metal half the game. Batman Arkham VR. This is an excellent VR game. It reminds me of this, not the same universe as Spider-Man, but it reminds me of the Spider-Man ride in Universal Studios when I was a kid. Very short-lived, but very good. Batman, the Telltale series, and it's a shame that Telltale's closed down. I have the other one, the second one, I don't know where it's at, so that's another game in my collection I cannot show. But that game is very, very good. The series is great. And speaking of Batman, I'm getting the animated series Blu-ray collection in just a couple weeks or whenever it comes out, and I cannot wait to unbox that. I'm the biggest animated series fan you probably will meet. Crash and Sane trilogy, and like I was saying earlier, I got the Skylanders thing, but this is the real deal. 3 excellent remasters. Did Platinum Warped my favorite one. We'll be going back to 2 and 1 eventually. I could play these over and over again. Love the Crash games. Come on, guys. Where is CTR Remastered? That would be a instant buy, even a collector's edition. And here's a series that my boy Jeff got me into, and this is the Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reloaded. Beat both of these. I would say I platinumed the first half because I didn't have any trophies left in the first one. The second one I was going for it, but my PS4 Pro corrupted. I had to get, fix that and stuff. It was ridiculous, but I will be going back to these and playing these again. Great characters, great trials, a very, very, very great series. Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition, and I beat this back in May or June. Very tough game. I don't think it's harder than Bloodborne, but it's very tough nonetheless. It's got the DLC in it. Boss fights are great. Me and my bro Newt are about to platinum this together very soon. It's something I need to really prepare for. Dishonored 2, excellent game. Beat this with all stealth. Haven't played it since it came out almost, but I love that game, and I beat it straight through. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. What got me to want to play this more now is of how Persona got me into the taking turns formula. I hear these are classic games for the early 2000s. Nier Automata. Again, one of the games I need to play next. I played the demo and I loved it. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. Not even opened yet. Pretty hard to come by now because it's one of those rare Japanese RPG games. Need to play that one. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. I actually don't understand why it says online at the bottom because this game is a single player game, and on the back it actually says network or online play optional, so it makes no sense. I played 15 when it first came out. I loved this game. It had some rough edges just like Mafia did, but this was an excellent game. This I heard is the better version. They took out that chapter 13 crap that was like Raccoon City. They added so much stuff. The mission variety. They added so many boss fights. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, really. God of War Remastered, excellent game. I should be going for Platinum next time I play this. One of my favorite games, definitely on the PS4. Why haven't they remastered God of War 1 and 2? Probably because it is bad boy. God of War. This is God of War 4, I guess you can call it. Or the reboot. I don't know what you want to call this. But this is one of the best games of all time. I love this game. It's such a great game. The combat, do not worry about this combat being bad. I'm sure everyone's played this by now. Definitely want to go for the Platinum eventually. There's a couple left. I think we have 3 games left here. We got Horizon Zero Dawn, and to be honest, this isn't my favorite PS4 game. I think it's a little overrated, but I did beat it when it first came out. Grand Theft Auto 5. Everyone loves GTA 5, and I want to play this soon just because Red Dead's coming out. I need to get back. I need to play this online more. I haven't played it since PS3 and 360, and I wish they would do story DLC for this, but it's like Red Dead's the main focus, and that's good. And the last game, definitely, it's the last one? Yeah. Last one, but certainly not least, is one of the best games on the PS4 to me, and that is Hitman, the Steelbook, the complete first season. I have all the DLC along with this. There's been so many versions. Here's the Steelbook, by the way. I'm actually getting Hitman 2 November 9th, and I'm still deciding if I want the Gold Edition or the Collector's Edition with the briefcase. I'm still deciding that. I have beaten this on Xbox and PlayStation. There's no platinum for it, but I do play this over and over again. The new one looks amazing. I am a huge Hitman fan. I think Blood Money's free on Xbox this month. I definitely want to pick that up. I have an Xbox. I'll do a collection video whenever I get more games, but I only have mostly PS4 games, and I guess I have like 15 Switch games. So okay, that's my collection video. It's almost 45 minutes long. Sorry about that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what games I should get. Let me know what games I should play next. Let me know which platinums you think are the hardest. Let me know like what you're getting this year, and I'll be doing a updated collection video. And I would say probably January, February after Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, guys.